Car thefts are hitting record highs, but the methods have changed. Even modern cars with no physical keys and advanced software are still targets. Even higher end vehicles are being stolen in under 60 seconds without a single window being broken. So what gives, and why are these secure systems failing? Today we're talking quickly about the technical reality of how thieves can bypass encryption using signal relays and physical wiring hacks. We're going to be talking about some research from Paige Haines, who actually decoded the theft of her own vehicle, alongside data from Hackaday and Adam Ali. I'll put those links in the description just to show you the backdoors in the car's nervous system and how you can stop it. The first and most common method is called a relay attack. As Paige explains in her deep dive, thieves don't actually crack the encryption, they simply extend its reach. So a thief standing near a front door with like an amplifier kind of wakes up the key fob that's inside your home. That signal can then be relayed to a second thief that's standing next to the car. To the vehicle, it looks like you're standing right there with the key. It's essentially like an echo. So this can still unlock, start, and drive away the car even while you're asleep. On my Tesla, we use something called Bluetooth Low Energy, or BLE. While this is more advanced than the older radio frequency fobs, it isn't immune. Specialized antennas can still relay the Bluetooth handshake from the phone to the car. If the phone is near an exterior wall or window, the car is effectively unlocked for anyone with that hardware. The second method is far more invasive. It's called CAN bus injection. The car itself is about like 100 different computers called ECUs. They all talk to each other using what we would sort of in the human body, the nervous system, but it's called a CAN bus, and there's lots of these around the car. Adam Ali notes in his, these are just network, usually buried deep in the dashboard, but some manufacturers have actually left them exposed in places like wheel arches, behind headlights. Thieves can actually pop a bumper, find wires, plug in a device that basically has a fake key message. The basic CAN protocol was designed for reliability and function, not security. So it's not asking for a password, it's not questioning it, just says, I got a command, let's do it. So if a device says unlock doors, the car's gonna do that. Finally, there's the OBD-II port exploitation. If a thief is inside, they can use the diagnostic port to talk to the car's immobilizer. So this is a tool that usually will stop the car from starting if it doesn't detect the key, but using codes, you can actually bypass that. These are tools are available quite freely on the dark web, even mainstream e-commerce sites. They can basically program a brand new blank key. So how do we defend against this? If you drive a Tesla like myself, the best weapon is pin to drive. Even if a thief successfully can relay the signal, open the car, get the car started, ready to go, without the pin, they can't go anywhere. It's a second layer of, it's like your MFA. They're gonna hit that wall. That's the most effective form of two-factor authentication available for a vehicle today. For everyone else thinking of this mindset, the key fob relay, you can usually stop this with what's called a Faraday bag or a Faraday box. It's a cheap, low-tech thing. It basically blocks signals. You can pick these up even on Amazon. So put your keys in here when you come home. Keep them away from external doors and windows deep into the house. That will make it more difficult to find that signal to relay it. Second is protecting any external ports. You can buy physical locks for a lot of these, or even install a dummy port to waste a thief's time. Lastly, don't ignore the physical deterrents. So a steering wheel lock, it might feel really old school, those big bars on that steering wheel, but even the research sort of shows people want a clean digital theft. If they have to, cut this thing off with an angle grinder and make noise or break windows, or these things are going to stop them and distract them, or even just deter people from even trying to steal the car. If they look in and see that bar, they're going to go, too much work, and not even going to bother. Technology has made our lives easier, but it is also making entry points for criminals. So don't let your car be the easiest target on the block. Thanks to Paige, Adam, and Hackaday for the write-ups. I'll put the links to those articles in the description. Stay secure, and I'll see you in the next one.